is up, ladies? How are you doing today? Okay, let's dive into today's talk. What to expect when you eat more. Now, when I started on my muscle building journey with my coach, I went out with a friend for lunch and I'm there eating all the bread and pasta and dessert, and she went, "What the hell is going on? You were all about eating bird food and salads," and I said, "I'm trying to gain weight." And she went, "Why the hell would you want to do that? Like, you're perfect, small and skinny." You see, this is probably what a lot of women want, and that's okay. But I wasn't happy looking like a 16-year-old boy. I trained 5 to 6 days a week and I did not look like I trained. Any of you relate? Let me know in the comments if you're training like a beast and it just doesn't show. Anyway, it took me about 4 to 6 months of eating more for lean muscle to actually show, and I went all the way up to 2,400 calories a day, and those months were a constant battle in my head about the weight gain. When I started off, I was around 19% body fat, and with the bulking I went up to about 22% body fat. My weight started at 54 kilos and I had to watch that scale go up every week as I continue to increase my calories. So what to expect when you eat more to gain lean muscle? 1, you're going to gain weight, right? You're also going to gain a little bit of fat as you continue to eat more. The good news is that you are creating an ideal environment for your muscle to grow. Muscle needs food. And every time I looked in the mirror during that time and thought to myself, this is not going to work, I'm just getting fat. I looked at my pictures with my flat butt, skinny arms and legs, and I knew I wanted to look stronger. So make sure you're taking those pictures and comparing them to your starting point, because that really helps. 2, your clothes are going to feel like a little bit tight. So when I went shopping before, I would always pick a size small, and I would feel so happy that I could fit into a size small. I had this pair of white jeans, I remember, that I just loved, and it was a size small. It was all flat at the back because I had no button, but it looked great from the front. Anyway, I couldn't wear those anymore as I continued to expand. And I still remember that feeling as I went back to the store and I picked up a size M, a size medium. That was tough. Okay, and when I put those on, my butt just looked amazing. And instead of being one straight line from my waist, all the way down to my hips, I had curves and I looked way better. So don't be afraid to size up. All right, number 3, the scale is going to mess with your head. So I had always been around 54 kilos all my life. The heaviest I'd been was 59 kilos when I could not lose my post-baby weight. And at that stage, I had a lot of belly fat, back fat, love handles, all of that. So of course, I was really scared to go back to that weight. Now, when I started to eat more to gain, lean muscle, I had to look at the scale every week so I could make tweaks to my plan depending on my progress. That was hard, right? Watching the numbers go up was really hard. But when I got to that 59 kilo mark, which was the last time where I was my heaviest, unhealthiest weight, I looked really good. So you see, what strength training and eating the right combination and quantity of food does, it changed the way the weight was distributed in my body, right? My butt grew, my waist got smaller, it looked smaller. I had lean muscle on my back, my legs looked really strong. So expect that scale number to go up, and you just got to trust the process, all right? Try not to obsess over those numbers. Number 4, you've got to put in the work. When it comes to fat loss, you eat less, you lose fat. So diet is the most important. Training, not so much. The training helps, sure, but your diet makes the biggest impact. But when it comes to building muscle, it's diet and training together. They're both equally important. So if you're only eating all that food and you're not pushing those weights, you're just going to gain fat. Thank you, Miriam. And if you're just going beast mode with all those weights and you're not eating enough, you're going to look the same. Nothing changes. So 50% diet and 50% training. Now, muscle takes a long time to build. And if you're a complete newbie, you're going to see quick gains in the first year, just like I did. But you've got to stay consistent with both eating and training, all right? It needs effort, it needs discipline over a long period of time to completely transform. Number 5, my favorite part. You're going to have to either reduce or completely cut out cardio. Now, cardio has one purpose. It burns calories, all right? So if you're trying to gain muscle, and muscle needs more food, cardio is actually working in the opposite direction. I was a complete cardio junkie before, and when I started with building muscle and I was told to cut out cardio, I legit freaked out, okay? I see now that it would have taken me double the time to gain muscle. Now, for some of you who genuinely enjoy cardio, go ahead, but make sure that you're eating enough to see that scale go up consistently. And if you're starting with a very low body fat percentage, I mean, for me personally, I started at 19%. It's not even that low. I did zero cardio. Right? So if you're not seeing that scale go up or your measurements are still the same, you might have to reduce or remove cardio completely. Yay! Now, the other issue with cardio is muscle recovery. High impact, high intensity training is the stress to your body. Your muscles need rest to recover from strength training in order to grow. And if you're jogging or running or doing jump rope and burpees and God knows what, you're depleted. You can't push your body when you're lifting weights. And you need to be 100% strong and ready to push those weights, because that is what builds lean muscle. So you want to go for a few walks or do some low intensity cardio because you really enjoy it, go ahead. But make sure you've recovered properly and you're getting enough food to keep gaining muscle. Lastly, number 6, you're going to tell yourself you're fat and want to give up. I remember when I started bulking without a coach, I would, one day eat like at 2,000 calories. And then I would feel like I was getting fat. And then 2 days later, I'm jumping back down to 1,600 calories. And then I hate it because I'm so skinny. And then I bump up my calories again. It was really frustrating not knowing what to do. Now, I train a lot of moms who started in the same position as me, super lean everywhere, training a lot, flat butt, fat just around the midsection, no muscle tone. So I know what's going on in your heads. It's hard to eat more. It's hard to watch that scale go up every week. It's hard to have to buy bigger size clothes. Hard to look in the mirror and see a little more fat. And it's even worse if you've lost, a ton of weight before and you're really scared now of going back to that. I hear the same things from them that I said to myself when I was in their shoes. I look disgusting, I'm poring over my jeans, I'm pinching fat off my body. But when I took pictures of myself and compared them to my starting point, I looked amazing. And it's not just me, people looking at my pictures said I looked healthier, happier, younger, stronger, and that kept me motivated. You could have heavy bones. 58 kilos is pretty good, Miriam. Alright, so this is why you need to work with someone who you can relate to and trust to get to those goals of putting on lean muscle without adding a ton of fat. Okay, I worked with 4 coaches before I figured out what worked best for my body. If you're just starting out or you've plateaued and your body is not changing, seriously consider getting help. It's not just about finding a workout plan. Anyone can do that. You need to get someone who looks into your diet, your lifestyle, who understands the mental battles you have to go through to eat more, to size up. Someone who watches your progress, makes tweaks every week to keep you, moving forward and motivated. It might seem like all you need is a workout plan, but building lean muscle is a whole lot more than that. So let me know in the comments if you're struggling to build lean muscle and what have you tried so far that is not working. Let me know in the comments. Now, if you're a mom, you're looking to gain lean muscle, my private Facebook group is free. It has tons of great resources to get you started on the right foot. And that's all we're going to cover for this week. If you're watching on Instagram, the link to join my Strong and Sexy Moms Club is in my profile. If you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, the link is in my caption. Don't forget to tune in next week for part 2 on how to plan your meals when trying to gain lean muscle. So next Wednesday, same time, 2 p.m. GMT. Alright? In the Facebook group. I'll see you there. Ciao.